we're going to get into this live stream. So shout out to everybody that's here. Moderators, channel members, Patreons. Salute to everyone that's here. Make sure that y'all to keep up with the content, because I know that YouTube doesn't like to send out notifications like they should. Make sure that you're following me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, so y'all can keep up with the content. All right. We're actually gonna react. We're gonna react to a video that was released by this woman here. Now, she's a former UK prison officer who went viral because I made a video on this on my Basic Social Politics channel. The video did well. Her name is Linda De Souza Abreu, 30 years old. And the picture that you're viewing in the video, that's her husband. All right. They actually was on a reality show together about couples who have open relationships. She has an open relationship with her husband, and she chooses to exploit that by linking up with a man in prison and having unprotected relations with him while his cellmate was there filming. Shout out to Marcus Romero. Says, your show is awesome, my brother. I appreciate that, Marcus. Shout out to you. Let's see who's here in the chat room. Let's see who's here. We got Chris G. We got Slim South. We got Sheldon. Shantia, what's up? Regular, XL Pro. Malik, Stephen B. Dab, Old School Kevin from Brooklyn. Metal Rock, Riderwise. JoJo. Enrique, Ricky E was good. Enrique, make sure y'all get the likes up. We're going to react to this video tonight. We got a lot that we have to go over. But I want to speak on something first before we get to the content.
At JayeDeBlack, your show is awesome, my brother.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Marcus. Did anybody watch that so-called award show that ESPN held last night? I did not. I haven't watched the ESPYs in probably well over 6-7 years, probably. But anyway, shout out to Marcus. What's good, Chesamane? Says salute from UK. Salute to all my fam out there in the UK. Yeah, bro, we gonna speak on this one, Ches. I know this story went very viral over there. You know, one thing I didn't know about this story, we're gonna get to the that so-called award show. I didn't know she was actually arrested. She was in court. Now, I didn't see when I did my initial video, I didn't see anything about her being arrested, but apparently she was. She was in court. So yeah, the cellmate definitely was the producer. But apparently, let me get into Serena Williams real quick. Serena, it's very interesting, right? The writers of the ESPN, this is why ESPN is a failing network. Like I have some buffering going on. Oh, let me see. Maybe I need to get rid of some of these tabs here. Let's see. Get rid of some of these tabs. Look, I got some buffering going on here. Okay. Make sure y'all like the stream. Hopefully y'all can hear me. So they had Serena Williams tell a stupid joke that probably didn't even land, where they talked about Harrison Buckner. Y'all know Harrison Buckner went viral a few months ago. He gave a speech at a Catholic university. He was speaking about marriage and men and women. And, all of these people took offense to this man. One man saying this at a private university. They wanted him released. They wanted him canceled. They wanted to ruin his life. But did they make any jokes about Ryan Garcia and what he said? I mean, he's a sports, he's in sports. He's a boxer. Were there any jokes about Ryan Garcia? Ryan Garcia literally disrespected black people. But were there any jokes about him? Of course not. Yeah, he got let go from the boxing council, but I haven't heard anything since. You see, you can call black people N-words and be very disrespectful, but if you tell women that they need to be feminine, that they should be feminine and be in the house and let the husband work, oh, your life is going to get destroyed. That's why I say there's no hope for you Western heifers. What's good, Worldwide West? What's going on? Legacy T was good. There's no hope for you heifers. The fact that Harrison Buckner, y'all are more offended by Harrison Buckner 2-3 months later than you are about Ryan Garcia. Right, Matthew, exactly, Matthew, exactly. Where was all this energy towards Ryan Garcia? I guess because he apologized, it just goes away. I cannot believe you Negroes, you Negro women, especially you Negro women. You Negro women are more outraged at what Harrison Buckner said, which really wasn't offensive at all. It's a matter of preference. Than what Ryan Garcia said. You heifers are doomed. And it's always the black women that have to go out there and hold up their sword and shield for white feminism. Yes, white feminism, because black women, you're not included. And this is why you black women will never be happy. This is why you black women will be perpetually single and angry, talking about you're going to go get a white man. Who gives a shit? Go get a white man. But I'm telling you right now, at the end of the day, you're still going to be a miserable heifer who's angry at the world. Ryan Garcia will be back in a few months. Ninjas came to his defense and they will take that into account. Absolutely. But Harrison Buckner, who did not disrespect black people, said nothing about black people. But black people are the most angry. What the hell? But it ain't. But it's black women and you blackmail, you beta blackmail simps, you losers. You every woman you dudes have ever been with has probably cheated on you. None of the women that date you respect you. You're losers. You do the bidding of white feminists and liberals. You're more outraged 2 or 3 months later at what Harrison Buckner said than what where was the joke about Ryan Garcia? They had enough time to write jokes about that, but they not one joke, not one. And I'm supposed to take you pro-black seriously? I don't take you seriously at all. Shout out to Chuzzy, says salute, salute. And the reason why this all ties in, people. We're going to get into this heifer. We're going to get into her. Make sure, again, people, let's get the likes up. But I just had to speak on Serena Williams, who's married to a white man, by the way. He's a beta male. You know, she gets to walk all over him. She's on the red carpet. She doesn't even wear her wedding ring. She has zero respect for her husband. He's a babysitter. She don't even wear her wedding ring. And I guarantee you she's screwing other men. Or women. Who knows? What's up, Jason? Grady? This all ties into her because the woman in this video here, her name is Linda. She's married to this brother. Now, her last name is Abreu, so I don't know if he's like maybe some sort of Hispanic or so. Maybe that's just her full name. I've been knew about the women in the UK was crazy. I used to do tons of stories on women in the UK. But this is one of the most outrageous, egregious things. Again, we're going to get to that. But I had to talk about these black feminists, these Western heifers who wonder why men won't marry them.
Salute, saluting face.
Salute. Y'all more upset at Harrison Buckner than Ryan Garcia, who, by the way, is going to call you black people the N-word again. Oh, yes, he will. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. Brent says he's Dominican, I believe. Okay, so he's Dominican? Okay. All you got to do is apologize. All of this anger towards Harrison Buckner, it's weird to me. And then you got y'all, some of y'all's favorite president, and I'm talking to you black liberals. You black liberals, I'm getting on you Negroes heavy today. You black liberals who support Joe Biden, this man is on stage saying that his vice president is Trump. And that's the man you want next to a nuclear button. What's good, Kathy? That's the man you want near a nuclear button. What's good, Ryuga? GMS Inland Empire, what's up? Again, make sure y'all get the likes up. Unbelievable. You black people support him. And I don't know what it is. Maybe y'all like seeing senile men who you think are powerless. Joe Biden might be a lot of things. That man could start a war tomorrow if he wanted to. And you have that, and y'all are supporting that guy. That guy doesn't even know what day it is. The guy is defecating on himself. The guy's walking around in a Depends, and he's the president. And then he said Vladimir Putin is the president of Ukraine, right in front of the actual president of Ukraine. Well, at least in name only. It's a lot of crazy shit going on out here. It's a lot going on out here. Men, keep your head, focused. You got to stay focused out here. Yeah, I've seen a couple of Dominican players with the last name Abreu. That's why when I saw her last name, I said he must be of some sort of Hispanic, Caribbean, whether it is Cuban, whether it's Dominican. Yeah. But we're going to get into this video. We're going to get into her. Shout out to everybody that's here. Shout out to Jason Grady. He says they love ain't shit jailbirds. They do. They absolutely do. And that's why she ended up losing her job over it and ended up in court. And now she wants to make a video because she's embarrassed. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. These women can have a marriage. I'm pretty sure she can get attention. She can get sex from men outside of the jail walls. But she decides to go and get it in with a man who has a cellmate at a prison, not a jail, a prison.
They love
Shout out
ain't
to
shit
Chelsea.
jailbirds.
Right, Jason. Appreciate it. And we're going to get into this. Let's get this video on the screen so y'all can see it. More splaining, Again, let's get the likes up, people. We're gonna dive into this one. What's good, Chocolate City Gemini? Old School, what's up? Michael, was good? Let's get the likes up. Metal Rock. Salute to everybody that's here. So this woman has a whole husband, even though they have an open marriage that benefits her probably. Shout out to Chuzzy.
Slow Biden has been struggling bad. He needs to go ahead and retire.
Right. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Out of all the men, I think it's a turn on for these women. I truly believe that there are women who get jobs at these prisons so they can get it in with these inmates. I got to understand, these women are attracted to the men who are incarcerated. These women have regular communications with men in prison. Look at there was a former WNBA basketball player who ended up marrying a man that was released from prison. I think he spent, I could be wrong, I think he spent almost 20 years in prison. And I think her name is Maya Moore, right? Maya Moore knew this man for years, right? And as soon as he was released, she wants to be married to him. She leaves her WNBA career behind to start a family with this man. Now, I understand that people change. I understand that, people, you can fall in love, I guess, with somebody. You know, people say, well, you never know who you fall in love with. It also shows me that most people nowadays don't know what love is, and they are attracted to extremes. Men in prison get a lot of love from women outside the walls because those men are in shape. Not all of them, but there are men who are in shape. They're tatted up. Women like that. Women like the muscles, the tattoos, the gang affiliations. Women are, they get their rocks off dealing with men like that. So it doesn't surprise me that you see so many stories of jail guards, female jail guards, having relations with the inmates. Not only having relations with the inmates, but they are also doing things for those inmates. What's good, Brian? Now let's get into this video where Linda is going to explain herself.
I appreciate this is going to be a very awkward and uncomfortable conversation for me to have. I just thought I really needed to come on here and clarify a lot of things. First thing being, there has been a lot, and I mean a tremendous amount of fake profiles of me that have been monetizing off of my misfortune, this scandal that the entire world has somehow managed to...
Shout out to Caleb.
After the Wade Wilson thirsting, this does not surprise me.
Appreciate that, Caleb.
To be involved in. I have not monetized one fucking bit at all. This is my only social media platform and I only just activated it again. So if you do come across fake profiles of me asking for money, please don't fall for it. There's been a lot of GoFundMes and fake OnlyFans accounts that are not me.
There's a lot of that going around. When somebody goes viral and then they start an they start a GoFundMe. That is the first red flag. Don't give money to somebody that goes viral, okay? Unless it's been confirmed it's that person. Don't do that. But society is so quick to give women money that anybody can start a GoFundMe, put some pictures there, give a sob story in the description, and people will donate, especially if it's a woman. But again, she put herself in this situation. She could talk about the fake profiles. She could talk about the things that are going on that she doesn't know about. But at the end of the day, this started with you having relations with the inmate while his cellmate recorded it.
And I do apologize if you have fallen for it. I honestly, but from the bottom of my heart, I apologize. But I really want to clarify that this is my only social media account and I just came back on. On the topic of impersonation, I thought it very important for me to address this very distasteful subject of OnlyFans creators impersonating, pretending to be me, and recreating the scenario of said scandal, which I am involved in. Very, very distasteful.
Wait a minute. Wait. So there are people reenacting what she did in that cell. So how are they going to do that? I'm saying, you could tell within 10 seconds that the video was fake. The video that has floated around and went viral, that looked very real. That looked like that messy jail, that messy prison cell. You can't reenact that, okay? Not if you try to.
for you to monetize or advertise yourselves as me for OF content. It does interfere with my trial, but furthermore, it is incredibly distasteful. Please, if you are an OF creator, refrain from tagging said prison. We all know the name of the prison. Please refrain from tagging HMP Wandsworth on your stupid videos. There are other jails in the world. You don't have to pretend to be me. It's very distasteful. Thank you. And lastly, I wanted to tell you all that you do not know my side of the story.
We're almost 2 minutes into this video and we haven't heard your side yet. So why don't you tell us your side now?
The media has a great way of getting a narrative and twisting it for its own benefit. The media love any story to be salacious and sensational, and they sensationalize everything. You don't know my side of the story, and we'll leave it as that for now.
Why do they always say this? You don't know their side, but we saw the video. Not only did you do one act on this man, you did another one, or another one was done to you. While his cellmate recorded it. What are we getting wrong? What details? The details of the cellmate recording and people, other inmates trying to see what's going on in the cell. The fact that she's put her radio down and there was like her other coworkers are on they're on the walkie-talkies and they're having conversations and they're working unlike her. Like, what are they getting wrong? You got caught.
Actually, no, whilst I'm here, this also has to be addressed. Whilst I'm here, you don't know who has you. You don't know who your real friends are until shit hits the fan. Honest to God, family, friends, you need to pick them very carefully. Very.
So I'm gonna take this as they were honest with her, and she didn't like the fact that they were being honest with her and telling her, you know what, you messed up. And she's mad because those people, because I think her sister was getting, people were following her sister, and her sister was like, you know, I think she was like, she didn't condone it. She doesn't like what her sister did. And I think she's talking about her sister because her sister is condoning what she's done. Now, and I think people may have thought her sister was her because I think they may look alike, but they're opposites, I guess. And I guess her family don't support what she's doing, her lifestyle decisions that she's making, and she's mad at the family.
Very carefully. Obviously, everybody knows my mobile phone number was leaked. There has been people going behind my back. The media have literally been following me everywhere. I can't even go into Greggs or Primark without getting papped. It is very annoying.
That UK media is a beast, ain't it?
A lot of the time, it's people who you thought had your back, and they just don't. And that's been really heartbreaking. On top of all of this, on top of everything, that's been really heartbreaking too. So that's just advice for everybody to pick very carefully who you have around you.
See, ladies and gentlemen, this is what no accountability is about. This is a 3-minute video. I thought she was going to explain why the media got certain things wrong, why she was in that prison cell. Now, mind you, I don't even think she had been working there that long. I don't even think she was at that job very long before she started up doing what she is doing. She wasn't even there that long before she got. So obviously when she got hired there, she saw an inmate that she was attracted to and she just couldn't help herself. That's what happens. Y'all gotta understand, women can be very aggressive when they are around men that they are attracted to. Yes, women will approach you giving you the choosing energy. She was in prison with all that choosing energy. She saw all these men that she was attracted to. You know, these women love a convict, a felon. They love felons. And, you know, she was in thought heaven. You know, that she went in there mouth wide open, figuratively and literally. She went in there with her mouth open, figuratively and literally, you know.
Hello once again, Instagram. I hope you can appreciate this is going to be a very awkward and uncomfortable conversation for me to have. I just thought I really needed to come on here and clarify a lot of things. First thing being, there has been a lot, and I mean a lot, a tremendous amount of fake profiles of me that have been monetizing off of my misfortune.
She just yapped for 3 minutes about nothing.
Right. Appreciate that, Chuzzy. About nothing, but we're going to replay it.
The scandal that the entire world has somehow managed to be involved in.
Yeah, not thought heaven, Pookie heaven. Yeah, it was definitely Pookie heaven. It was Pookie and Ray heaven up in there. Okay? You know?
I have not monetized one fucking bit at all. This is my only social media platform and I only just activated it again. So if you do come across fake profiles of me asking for money, please don't fall for it. There's been a lot of GoFundMes and fake OnlyFans accounts that are not me. And I do apologize if you have fallen for it. I honestly, but from the bottom of my heart, I apologize. But I really want to clarify that this is my only social media account and I just came back on. On the topic of impersonation, I thought it very important for me to address this very distasteful subject of OnlyFans creators impersonating and pretending to be me and recreating the scenario of said scandal, which I am involved in. Very, very distasteful.
Yo, I could see she looks like a 1,000, you know, OnlyFans girls. I'm pretty sure a lot of them are trying to look a little bit like her, and they're putting on the corrections officer outfit, and they're going into this room where they got the bunk bed, messy clothes everywhere. They're bringing in the light skinned guy, whoever, and they're reenacting the scene. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she ain't clarified nothing yet. We waiting for the clarification.
For you to monetize or advertise yourselves as me for OF content. It does interfere with my trial, but furthermore, it is incredibly distasteful. Please, if you are an OF creator, refrain from tagging said prison. We all know the name of the prison. Please refrain from tagging HMP Wandsworth on your stupid videos. There are other jails in the world. You don't have to pretend to be me. It's very distasteful. Thank you. And lastly, I wanted to tell you all that you do not know my side of the story.
You know, she might as well just start an OnlyFans. Why not? Why not? I mean, you already on camera, you know, doing your thing. You might as well monetize it. But maybe she's afraid that she's going to go to jail. So she's kind of trying to back off and say, "Oh, I'm not trying to monitor," because she's trying to get out of those charges that I'm assuming that she did get. Because I know over here, any type of female or any type of guard period interaction with prisoners is going to get you locked up. You know, when I did my initial video, I did not see where she got arrested until recently after I had done my video, because somebody was in the comment section like, well, she got arrested, but I didn't see articles on that. But I guess after the story kind of blew up and I did my video, that's when I learned of her being in court. As a matter of fact, the initial picture I had in the video was her walking out of the courtroom.
The media has a great way of getting a narrative and twisting it.
Narrative? You was caught red-handed. What narrative? You're a married woman who's in an open relationship. You and your husband. Shout out to Caleb.
I would say only send them to the women prison only, but they can be just as raunchy with the female inmates' tears of joy.
Yeah, especially the women who like women. You said that. Make sure y'all get the likes up. We ain't even at 100 likes yet. Come on, man. Let's get the likes up. Salute to everybody that's here. What's good, Ramir? My son was good. Age of 48 was up.
For its own benefit. The media
Spaz was
love
good.
any story to be salacious and sensational, and they sensationalize everything. You don't know my side of the story,
Whoa.
and we'll leave it as that for now. Actually, no, whilst I'm here, this also has to be addressed.
Okay.
Whilst I'm here.
Let's go.
You don't know who has you. You don't know who your real friends are until shit hits the fan. Honest to God, family, friends, you need to pick them very carefully. Very, very carefully.
Oh.
Obviously, everybody knows my mobile phone number was leaked. There has been people going behind my back. The media have literally been following me everywhere. I can't even go into Greg's or Primark without getting papped. It is very annoying. A lot of the time, it's people who you thought had your back, and they just don't. And that's been really heartbreaking. On top of all of this, on top of everything, that's been really heartbreaking too. So that's just advice for everybody to pick very carefully who you have around you.
You know, if you take away the UK accent, she acts just like women over here. You know, we see these girls over here, whether they be white girls, black girls, any Americanized female, they all would do the same thing that she is doing. No accountability, blaming others. You don't know my side. You know, she's very Americanized. I would not be shocked if she's actually lived over here. You take away the UK accent, she's like just another female from over here. All right. Because they all do this. They all love to blame. They love to shame others and do a whole lot of explaining. Right. That's what they do. That's what they do. They out here shaming and blaming and explaining. That's what they out here doing. But if you take away the UK accent, she is no different than any of the other girls over here. Very Americanized. She is a very Americanized female. She's even dating the dark complected Dominican brother. I mean, come on, man. She's out here getting... She out here screwing inmates in prison. She's very, very similar to Americanized women over here. She's from the UK. No accountability whatsoever. No accountability at all. But we're going to get to some of those details that she's leaving out. She's leaving out some details. And, but we're going to go and actually get to some of the details that she wants to leave out. So we're going to get to this article here. This is her. Right? They even drew her up. Wadsworth prison officer being filmed having relations with inmate appears in court after Heathrow arrest. So she got arrested at the airport. Because I know Heathrow is an airport. So unless she was around the airport, that's where she got arrested. So let's get into the article. We're going to listen to it. Oh, hold on. Let me restart. Let's get this up. Okay.
Wandsworth prison officer accused of being filmed having sex with inmate appears in court after Heathrow arrest. A female prison officer accused of being filmed having sex with an inmate at HMP Wandsworth has appeared in court. Linda de Souza Abreu, 30, from Fulham in southwest London, was charged after a video of the alleged activity was shared on social media. Appearing at Uxbridge Magistrates Court on Monday, she spoke only to confirm her name, address, and date of birth.
Yeah, let me address some things I see in the chat room. No, the inmate was not her boyfriend or husband. It was just some guy that she met at the prison. And the prison video was not for OnlyFans. she was recorded by the guy's cellmate. The cellmate is the one that recorded the video, and I'm pretty sure either somebody on that cell block told, or he sent the video, or the video was the phone was confiscated. Is what I'm thinking. The phone might have been confiscated.
Comes after a police investigation was launched on Friday after officers were made aware of a video said to have been filmed inside HMP Wandsworth. An arrest was made later that day and D'Souza Abreu was charged with misconduct in public office on Saturday, police said. The charge states that D'Souza Abreu willfully and without reasonable excuse or justification misconducted yourself in a way which amounted to an abuse of the public's trust in the office holder by engaging in a sexual act with a prisoner in a prison cell. It is alleged to have happened at Wandsworth between June the 26th and 28th. The mother was arrested at Heathrow Airport, the court heard, and was due to catch a flight to Madrid, having notified the prison of her travel plans. D'Souza Abreu, who holds a Portuguese passport, was granted conditional bail. She will appear at Isleworth Crown Court on July 29.
Oh, she was about to get out of there. Oh, she was about to dip out. She was about to go to Spain. So she was on her way to Spain. It was like, nope. So the prisoner told on her, man. He told on her. So the guy must have told on her. Let's listen to it again. Hold up. Let's listen to it again.
Wandsworth prison officer accused of being filmed having sex with inmate appears in court after Heathrow arrest. A female prison officer accused of being filmed having sex with an inmate at HMP Wandsworth has appeared in court. Linda D'Souza Abreu, 30, from Fulham in southwest London, was charged after a video of the alleged activity was shared on social media.
Chesmaine, how is southwest London? Is southwest London like very, is it, like, what is it? Is it very, what they like to call urbanized? Is it like a suburb? Is it the hood? Chesmaine, what's southwest London like?
Appearing at Uxbridge Magistrates Court on Monday, she spoke only to confirm her name, address, and date of birth. It comes after a police investigation was launched on Friday after officers were made aware of a video said to have been filmed inside HMP Wandsworth. An arrest was made later that day and D'Souza Abreu was charged with misconduct in public office on Saturday, police said. The charge states that D'Souza Abreu willfully and without reasonable excuse or justification misconducted yourself in a way which amounted to an abuse of the public's trust in the office holder by engaging in a sexual act with a prisoner in a prison cell. It is alleged to have happened at Wandsworth between June the 26th and 28th. The mother was arrested at Heathrow Airport, the court heard, and was due to catch a flight to Madrid, having notified the prison of her travel plans. D'Souza Abreu, who holds a Portuguese passport, was granted conditional bail. She will appear at Isleworth Crown Court on July 29th.
I wonder, did they take her passport? Did they take her passport? They probably told her, you got to stay in the country. You can't leave. Now, I don't know what the severity of guards having relations with inmates. Because I know over here, they will put you in jail. They will put you in jail. They'll make your life miserable. Y'all remember that video that leaked of the woman who was being recorded having sex with the inmate, I believe, in the security office. And this dude is recording her. He's putting his finger in her mouth. And she ended up getting arrested soon after. Mugshot everywhere. I couldn't find a mugshot on her, so I didn't know whether she was arrested or not, or maybe they just do things differently there. But listen, if you are a prison guard and you dealing with any type of inmate, they're going to arrest you. They're going to take that mugshot. Says, yes, quite urban, all races and religions around there. Okay. Percy, you know they didn't use no protection. Percy, you know they ain't used no protection, man. No protection was used. I guarantee you no protection was used. Because not only did she go down, but she went and turned around. You know what I'm saying? I think that might be an old prison. So maybe they don't have cameras all over the place. Maybe that was one block they didn't have it. But she felt comfortable going into that man's cell with his cellmate, by the way. It's not like he's in a cell by himself. He has a cellmate. And doing that, she had to be one horny heifer. That's a horny heifer right here. Linda D'Souza is a horny heifer. For you to go in there and do that in front of the cellmate, like you had to be really horny. Like you couldn't get none outside of prison. She must have been like, you know what I'm saying? She must have really needed something from this guy. I tell you, man, women, that woman, I won't say she probably knows his name because he's in that prison. But, you know, shout out to Bird so far.
So he used her and then ruined her life by telling.
Basically. I don't know how they got that phone or that video, or how they knew it existed. So maybe, they have internet. They got social media in jail now. So a lot of times they could send out stuff through social media to other people, and that's how it can go viral, you know? But let's listen to this one more time. This is crazy.
Boy missing in Turkey found safe and well.
Oh, this is another story. Oh, here we go.
Wandsworth prison officer accused of being filmed having sex with inmate appears in court after Heathrow arrest. A female prison officer accused of being filmed having sex with an inmate at HMP Wandsworth has appeared in court. Linda D'Souza Abreu, 30, from Fulham in southwest London, was charged after a video of the alleged activity was shared on social media. Appearing at Uxbridge Magistrates Court on Monday, she spoke only to confirm her name, address, and date of birth. It comes after a police investigation was launched on Friday after officers were made aware of a video said to have been filmed inside HMP Wandsworth. An arrest was made later that day and D'Souza Abreu was charged with misconduct in public office on Saturday, police said. The charge states that D'Souza Abreu willfully and without reasonable excuse or justification misconducted yourself in a way which amounted to an abuse of the public's trust in the office holder by engaging in a sexual act with a prisoner in a prison cell. It is alleged to have happened at Wandsworth between June the 26th and 28th. The mother was arrested at Heathrow Airport, the court heard, and was due to catch a flight to Madrid having notified the prison of her travel plans. D'Souza Abreu, who holds a Portuguese passport, was granted conditional bail. She will appear at Isleworth Crown Court on July 29th. Boy,
man, you talk about screwing your life up for what? You know, just for some JLD? That's crazy. Yeah, I was just thinking about it. I saw where in jail, man, they got PlayStations, they got like TVs, not like they got like little flat screen TVs. Some of them in there wearing Air Jordans, you know what I'm saying? Jewelry, food. I seen one photo. This dude ordered a whole pizza, and I mean, they still logged into their Instagrams. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, jail ain't what you now. Some of these jails, especially down south, or you're not gonna have access to things. But most of these jails now, they let you have access to pretty much everything in there. Yeah, they got iPhone, what do you call it, iPads, cell phones. Like, yeah, man. I mean, whatever they can, whatever they can get outside there, they can bring in there. It reminds me of this football player who played for the Chicago. Maybe y'all know who he is. He played for the Chicago Bears years ago. He went to jail, I believe, for about 60 days, I think. 30 days, 60 days. And they talked about how he was ordering food from outside the jail. He was literally getting food delivered outside the jail. Yeah, they got DoorDash. You can literally DoorDash at one of these prisons. You can literally DoorDash at one of these prisons now. That's how laxed it's become in prisons. That's why these dudes don't care about going back and forth to jail, because they know they're going to have the same stuff that they have out here in jail. They just got to, they just in a small cell, but they still got access to pretty much everything. They still got their cell phones. They're still logged on to social media. They're eating junk food. Yeah. But this man right here, that's his wife. All right. Now, let's see. I want to get into some more topics that I want to speak about. Let's talk about this person. Speaking of messing up life for no reason, let's talk about this heifer here who's going to go to jail for stealing money for a BBL. Philly woman stole a $184,000 check meant for City of Weston, paid for butt lift travel. Cops say, she paid for a hotel room. What would you do in those hotel rooms? You could use Cash App in jail. Yep. This woman right here, 30 years old. They got the checks right here too. Let me say this. It's whenever you see this stuff, it's always some black woman in her 30s. Listen, ladies, I want y'all to understand, y'all are willing to do whatever it takes to get a big butt. I don't understand this. There are women, and I was thinking about this the other day, there are women out here who are bad built. They don't have the best shape. They still able to have multiple children. They're still able to be married multiple times. They always have a man. You don't see them getting a BBL because they don't need it. They have qualities that attracts men to them, whether it's them tricking or whatever. But you got these other women who feel the need to go steal in order to get a BBL. This is the timeline we are in right now. I spoke about it in my video about SZA, the singer SZA. She said it herself that a BBL still didn't help her secure a man. Like, she was able to get a man, but she can't keep one even with a BBL. So why are you heifers going out here to get these surgeries, to be in all that pain? You can't even sit down. Y'all know I reacted to that video of all those black women standing around in that room after having surgery. They can't even sit down. They can't even sit down. And I told you, most of those women look like they're over the age of 40. Some of them probably in their 30s. Those are not young women. Those are close to middle-aged heifers who think that a big butt is going to get them that man that they want. No, it's not. And I told y'all, still don't want y'all. Is gonna still go after these younger women. They have no, it doesn't matter if you get a BBL or not. You're just going to attract a bunch of thirsty men that want to smash. That's about it. Now let's get into this article. A Philadelphia woman is facing 3 felony charges in Broward County court after authorities accuse her of hatching a scheme to steal a COVID relief check meant for the City of Weston and proceeded to use portions of the proceeds to pay for a BBL and a Bell Harbor shopping spree, among other things. According to court docs made public on Friday, Ashley Stibbins Parker created a City of Weston LLC bank account in Georgia in order to deposit the stolen funds back in 2021. Stibbins Parker, who's 30, is being charged with organized fraud, money laundering, and first-degree grand theft. According to an arrest warrant authored jointly by Broward Sheriff's Office detective and a special agent with the U.S. Postal Inspection Service, the case all stems from a $184,000 check issued on February 12, 2021 by the Broward County Board of County Commissioners in the City of Weston. The money, authorities said, was from COVID relief funds allocated through the Federal CARES Act. The check was mailed to Weston City Hall at the 200 Royal Palm Boulevard, but never made it into the city's coffers, the warrant states. See, you stole from the city. You cooked. Whenever you steal government money, especially from the city, they gonna make sure you go to jail. Instead, it found its way to a Bank of America account in Sandy Springs, Georgia, an Atlanta suburb under the name City of Weston LLC, opened up on March 12th of 2021. It's like a month later. 4 days earlier, authorities said Stibbins Parker filed a fraudulent certificate of organization with the state of Georgia for the City of Weston LLC, listing the principal office address as that of Weston City Hall. Stibbins Parker, however, was listed as both registered agent and organizer with addresses in Philadelphia and Atlanta. Respectfully, the warrant states authorities said Stibbins Parker deposited the check on March 15th. The warrant doesn't state exactly how Stibbins Parker is alleged to have gotten her hands on it, but it notes that the Weston City Hall was closed for COVID pandemic and states that mail at the time was being deposited into a collection box outside the building. So did she go into the collection box and steal it? You can't put these helpers nowhere near no money, man. They said she withdrew more than $119,000 on March 24th, spending $40,000 to a woman named Jerusha Carburn and $78,000 to a company named Selnick Development LLC with the listed owner as Jamari Christian Osani. What do y'all think about that? I'm looking at these names, man. Does she have a partner in this scheme? These names are looking kind of African. The warrant lists several Zelle transactions from March 26th to March 31st, including an $8,000 destined for an account connected to Snellville, Georgia. A woman named Princess, oh my goodness, Amuga Bajwa. And what country is she from? Okay. It wasn't immediately clear Friday if Carburn, Osani, and Princess or anyone else had any knowledge of or will face any charges in connections with they might all be the same person. Yeah, they're tethers. These tethers stay scheming. Y'all know what's funny? This is a side note. There's an African female. I call her the nerdy African girl who make these ridiculous videos trying to shit on American black men. But you probably come from a culture of scammers. So what are you talking about? Scammers. Anyway. Yeah, it's looking very Nigerian scamish. You know what I'm saying? Stibbins Parker made a $27,000 withdrawal from the Sandy Springs Bank of America branch on March 27th. Authorities, you know, they're gonna do a flag on that. Whenever you withdraw money like that, they're gonna ask questions. They're gonna want to know why you want that amount of money out. Maybe they didn't ask her. They see a black woman, they believe what she had to say, I guess. But if you're a black man and you withdrawing that type of money, or they're gonna flag it. They're gonna flag it. They're gonna want to know, why are you wanting $27,000? By March 30th, Stibbins Parker was evidently in South Florida. According to the warrant, an invoice from the date shows a $6,000 payment for a BBL lift at a Miramar Plastic Surgery Center paid for by a Bank of America credit card assigned to the City of Weston LLC, Ashley Stibbins. This chick had this whole elaborate scheme. She'd been planning this. What's good, Jean Marie Rochester? Arthur, what's going on? TW, what's good? Make sure y'all like the stream. So she must have had this whole elaborate scheme put together. Staff confirmed Stibbins Parker was the patient. Authorities said Stibbins Parker would later withdraw a total of 1400 from the Bank of America branch in Opelika on April 1st and April 7th, the warrant states. On April 8th and 9th, the warrant states that Stibbins Parker used the illicit proceeds to buy plane tickets from Miami to Atlanta on Frontier and Southwest Airlines, respectively. Authorities said she also spent funds on a hotel room bookings and a luxury shopping spree in Bell Harbor, with purchases made at Saks Fifth Avenue, Neiman Marcus, and Woolford. Bank of America would close the City of Weston LLC account on June 4, 2021 with a negative $131,000. So she had a negative balance. See, the thing is, if you keep withdrawing, they're gonna, take money out, and it's gonna get to a point to where, it's gonna be an overdraft. The warrant goes on to detail a controlled phone call authorities conducted with Stibbins Parker on October 19, 2023. She probably done spent all the money by then. Court records, she got a BBL out of it, so Court records show that Stibbins Parker was recently arrested in Maryland and appeared in state's court on June 1st, a little less than 2 weeks before she would be booked into the Broward County Jail on Tuesday. Those records show that she waived extradition proceedings. As of Friday afternoon, Stibbins Parker is being held in BSO's Paul Ryan Detention Facility in Pompano Beach on a $200,000 bond. That's very ironic. That's basically how much money she stole. According to jail records, those records show that she'll have to show that any funds she may use to post bond come from a legitimate source. Y'all know she ain't gonna be able to do that. A judge ordered Stibbins Parker to not apply for a passport. She's pled not guilty. They have all this documentation on her, and she pleaded not guilty. This is the paperwork. I want to see the paperwork. This is the paperwork. They got her. They know where every dime, when every dime was taken out of that account, they were on to her by the moment she took that money, they were on to her. You can't be this stupid. You can't tell me that you're going to take money from the government, from the state, and they're not going to find out. Of course they're going to find out. All this technology, they're going to find out when you're stealing. DH says, I can't repost your video on Facebook. It automatically removes it. Happened twice. DH, go to my Facebook, because I put up a post to let people know I was live. Go to my Facebook, JayeDeBlack, and reshare my Facebook post onto your timeline. And then tell people to follow. So you can do it that way. You can go there, you can share my post on your timeline and get people to come over that way. But they got paperwork, all this so she can go on a shopping spree, get a BBL. And these women claim to be smart. That was very dumb, heifer. And they found out very quickly. And they let you spend that money. They let you spend that money. They did their investigation for the last couple of years. And I bet you she done spent like every dime. And all she got to show for it is a couple of handbags, some clothing that she bought, a BBL. That's about it. Now they're gonna make an example out of her, and they're gonna try to put her in jail for about 20 years. Because that's the going rate for people who still COVID funds, like people who get these PPL loans, these PPP loans. They're putting them in jail for 15, 20 years. So I could see them, especially the state of Florida. I could see the state of Florida trying to make an example out of her and putting her in jail for a while. Shout out to everybody that's here. When you steal from the state, they take that personally. And they're gonna try to put you away for a very long time. That's why you got to be careful out here, man. You can't be stealing from the government and think it's gonna be sweet out here. Hold on, let me see. I'm looking at some of this stuff that I have. Let's see. Salute to everybody that's here. I want to talk about Shaunie O'Neal sabotaging her marriage. Shaunie O'Neal. This woman has been talking about Shaq since they divorced. Shaq, he only talks about her. When he talks about her, he talks about all his regrets. He blames himself for why the marriage failed. But here you have a woman who's married to a pastor who is still talking about Shaq. She talks about him like she wants to reconcile and she wants him to make some sort of amends to her. So let's get into this. She said that she hates it for her husband. Shaunie feels pity for her husband, Pastor Keon Henderson, dealing with rumors surrounding the aftermath of her marriage to Shaquille O'Neal. What rumors? The only person that's putting out rumors is you, because you're speaking about your marriage to him every chance you get. Shaunie Henderson has set the record straight once and for all about the misleading articles claiming she traded a fortune of a divorce settlement for a second chance at love. I had never heard that. Once again, Shaunie, who's putting that out? Because I have never seen that she did that. Multiple outlets allege that when she and retired NBA star Shaquille O'Neal reached an agreement in their divorce in 2010, she received $50,000 in child support and $200 million in spousal support. That would be crazy, Shaq. $200 million. That's my first time seeing that. $200 million. The former couple were married for 7 years when she filed for legal separation in 2009. She and Shaq share 5 children, including Shaunie's son from a previous relationship. So she was a single mother before he even got with her. The Dees was also a father to a daughter with whom he shares with an ex-girlfriend prior to meeting his only wife. The basketball star creator remarried in 2022 to Lighthouse megachurch pastor Keon Henderson, a guy who looks like he's going through it right now. The pair hosted their annual Cry Out conference in Houston, Texas last month. As part of the event, they recorded a live episode of the Dear Future Wifey podcast with host Lateris R. Whitfield. About 30 minutes, their discussion, they were asked about dealing with misleading headlines such as those speculating about Shaunie's financial standing. I have not seen any articles about her financial situation. I think this is her putting shit out here so she'll have a storyline. This woman is a reality TV executive producer. This is her life. Her life is creating drama. First of all, I don't know where all that came from. I didn't get any alimony. I got child support, and it wasn't $50,000. It was better than that. People just lie on me. So she's saying she got more than $50,000. So I don't know why. I got receipts. Okay. She said when asked about the toll the false narratives may have on her, she explained, I think it bothers other people more than it bothers me because I know who I am. I know the facts. Like I said, I have receipts, so it doesn't bother me. But does it bother your husband? That man was being hugged. This man was basically crying on TD Jakes' shoulder. Y'all seen that video clip of Pastor Keon Henderson resting his head on TD Jakes' shoulder like a man who's in crisis? This man who went viral for yelling at women in his congregation. I wonder what's making him do that. Shaunie. She said that I had a guy that got online and said that I was paying him, that she was paying him to sleep with her. She says, I don't I've never seen that man in my life. Like never in my life have I ever seen him. So I'm almost used to the lies. Now I'm kind of numb to it. It's unfortunate. I hate it. I guess she hates it for her husband, though, because that's another thing. It's like I feel bad because I came with this. I feel horrible. So she's basically saying that she's bringing drama to his life. So I guess Shaunie is saying that Lucci Cannon, y'all know I did a video on him. She's saying that that man lied on her. Why did it take you so long, Shaunie, to respond to what he said? Shaunie also revealed that in a portion of the audio version of her memoir, Undefeated, her voice sounds monotone because I was in a sunken place that day because of that man getting online and saying that about me, because all I was thinking basically was about her husband. Earlier in the year, rapper Lucci Cannon claimed that he had a relationship, a physical relationship with her 2 weeks before her wedding. He alleged that he was gifted an expensive watch and money in return. Shaunie said that Keon knew the claims were false, but still she carried the weight of the negative attention her name garnered. However, the former aspiring basketball player said he is unbothered by this relationship. So he was a former basketball player. Y'all remember I did a video on this. Now, they said they have receipts. Now, Lucci Cannon was sitting there with WAC 100. Now, I'm not going to say WAC 100 is one of the most honest people in the world. I'm not about to say that. But WAC, it doesn't sit up there and lie on people, like other famous people that I know of. Because when he's spoken about people, those people rarely call him a liar. There'll be some instances where people will say that WAC is fibbing, but in other situations, people end up confirming what WAC said. And WAC, he knows. He's sitting right there.
Shaunie O'Neal told me the same thing.
But
Shaunie
told
when she brought me my watch.
You was fucking Shaunie?
Oh my God.
Shaunie O'Neal.
Oh my God.
You know the crazy part, right?
Hold on, nigga. Hold on, no, wait.
Look, so
that's a wild card, bro.
Jesus.
She brought me an AP, right?
Wait, who brought you an AP?
Shaunie, right?
No, Shaq's bank account.
Look, Shaq got mad at me because I'm fucking or whatever like that, but that's a...
What the fuck am I hearing
So when I proposed to her, right?
Wait,
Shaq go off on her.
Shaquille O'Neal?
Yeah.
Wait, stop. You proposed to Shaunie.
No, me.
To her.
When he proposed to me, Shaq DM'd me and said, I wish you the best
What the
of
fuck
luck.
you got to do with Shaq?
Because he was my friend.
Prior to him and Shaunie?
Prior to us.
So
when
Shaq
I
know who you are?
Yeah.
Because he fucked his wife.
Yo. Shaq, why you always DMing these women, man? Shaq, why is Shaq always getting caught up DMing these women, man? Shaq always DMing women randomly. DMing. I know why Shaq was DMing her. Maybe she used to date Shaq. Who knows?
Or ex-wife.
No, but she was spending money on me, right? So she got me a Richard Mille.
You got Richard Mille. You can't come on.
No, he's not.
Dead homie.
He's not.
What happened to it?
I got...
It's not today?
No, he gets shot too many times. He don't wear jewelry no more.
Yeah, so it's like... At the end of the day, I was fucking. I mean, she was like a sugar mama to me on crib. So at the end
you
of the
can't. Men do the same thing women do. I tell you right now.
One second. Let me ask you a question. Was you going to the house?
I was going everywhere.
What city was the house in?
Listen. She gonna be mad to the motherfucker when she see this, but at the end of the day is Shaunie O'Neal. She know what's up. I fucked her like 2 weeks before she got married to the pastor.
Oh
she
my
was
God.
like,
You gotta get her divorced. Stop it.
No, she told me, she was like, I need some good dick before I go down the aisle. I said, Crib, I got you. What you got for me?
Oh my
she was
God.
like,
Wait, I got
no, listen, she
Hold
was
on.
like, I got 10,000 for you. I said, that's not enough. When I pulled up, she gave me 50. So.
She was trying to cop.
He gave you 50
High five, baby. High five.
You got it like that?
High five.
Yo, that's that gay ass shit.
What? I mean,
High
fuck
five.
did you get all these
$50,000 date. What's the most you ever got paid to fuck? You paid to fuck.
about?
Hell yeah, I got
What
paid
did you
50
talking
bands.
about?
The spirits like to fuck.
That was some gay ass shit. You got.
Now, for those you don't know, Lucci Cannon is like WAC 100's. I won't say understudy, but you could tell that he follows what WACs are doing. And he wants to be like WAC. He wants to go viral. But this is something very wild to lie about. I will say that. I mean, of all the women that he could have picked out, he just randomly picking out Shaunie. Out of all the women that he could be, what about Dr. Dre's ex-wife? You know, all these other women he could have picked out. He picks out Shaunie. Shaunie was known to date, you know, men, trick off on men after the divorce. That's what Shaunie did. I even heard stories of Michael Jordan's ex-wife when they broke up. She was tricking off on men, you know, dudes that was living in a straight up hood. Hell, it might have been before the divorce. But yeah, Lucha Ken, he's Whack 100's understudy. He's Whack 100's understudy, right? Along with the Sugar Mama claims, the pair all have received flack for Shaunie revealing that she was never in love with her ex-husband, as well as backlash from those critical of how they present themselves in church. So I'm constantly encouraging her to believe in the best version about herself. Like I'm always telling her, don't worry about these people. You used to didn't know them. You were fine before they said it. You will be fine after, said Keon, as he added that he leans heavily into his faith in God and the scripture. Isaiah 54:17, that states, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Again, Shaunie, this is looking like a storyline. Do you want Shaq on the newest season of Basketball Wives? Because your husband looked like he's going through crisis. He's flipping out on women in his church. He's basically crying on TD Jakes' shoulder. If anybody is sabotaging your marriage, Shaunie, it is you. Because you've been talking about Shaq since even before you even married Keon. You know. So I just wanted to react to that as well. Salute to everybody that is here. Let's see. Is that it? Make sure that y'all like the stream. Let's get the likes up. Let's see where we're at. Okay, do I have another story that I want to get to? Okay, let's get to this one. Let's get to this woman that took the life of her sugar daddy. Let's see. I'm trying to get a good view of it, of her. There was a woman, there was a young lady, she's 22. She took the life of her sugar daddy who was 54. Hold on, let me find it. Y'all heifers is going nuts. It's really cold out here, man. Y'all killing the sugar daddies? Like, the men that's taking... Y'all hate men that much that y'all killing the sugar daddies? Look at these two lunatics. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get the picture up here. I'm trying to get the picture up here. Hold on. Y'all have got to see these heifers. Lord. Shout out to everybody that's here. We're going to get to the story of these two women being charged for taking the life of one of their sugar daddies. Okay? Now, let's get to this article. Let me get the article up. This is crazy. Listen, lives ruined. Y'all heifers, y'all hate men that much that you're taking the life of the sugar daddies. Get into this. Let's see. Man's thumb cut off by suspects who used it to steal money off of his phone, court docs say. A man was stabbed and his life was taken inside his apartment in April, and the suspects cut off his thumb in order to steal money off his cell phone, according to D.C. court documents. Two women have been arrested and charged this month with taking the life of Fazil. Is it Tycho Merriman, who's 53, who was found deceased inside his apartment on Peabody Street in Northwest on April 5th. As that you can see, that is him, and that is Audrey Miller. That's Audrey Miller. Tiffany Taylor Gray and Audrey Denise Miller, who's 19 years old. Are both charged with the first-degree murder while armed, according to D.C. police. Court documents allege that witnesses told investigators that Faisal, shout out to Joe K for being a member, shout out to you, was Gray's sugar daddy. So Tiffany Taylor, she is the darker complected female here. That is Tiffany Taylor Gray. She was his sugar baby, right? Gentlemen got to be careful out here. These women are playing. These women ain't playing out here. You know what I'm saying? You know, they don't want y'all. They want your money. And that the 22-year-old was involved in prostitution, so she was a prostitute. An autopsy report found Faisal had sustained multiple blunt force fractures to the head and a stab wound that punctured his stomach, small intestines, and aorta and struck his spine. Damn. Gray is also accused of using Faisal's severed right thumb to bypass security measures in his phone to gain access to a payment app. One witness told police that Gray paid for an Uber, weed, and alcohol by using the thumb. That's crazy, according to court documents. Gray went under fake names to conceal her identity, including the alias Taylor Green, prosecutors said in the court documents. Around the time period of the killing, the two women were seen on surveillance footage entering and exiting Faisal's apartment along with two men. So there were two men with them. That must have been the pimp boyfriend, right? You got to watch out for that pimp boyfriend, okay? That pimp boyfriend will get very jealous. Around the time, I went through this with two men, one of whom was identified in court documents but hasn't been charged. The group of four was seen carrying items out of Faisal's apartment after the time he is believed to have been deleted, prosecutors said. D.C. police were called to the apartment in the 1300 block of Peabody Street on April 5th about an unconscious person. There, officers found the victim, later identified as Faisal, laying down in his bedroom, unconscious, unresponsive, according to court documents. Broken glass lay on top of his body and the bed around him. Prosecutors said blood was found in the bedroom floor. He had been stabbed and his right thumb was missing. Court documents said it was removed either right before he died or afterwards. Based on the findings of the autopsy, investigators believe that he was killed several days before police were called to the apartment. It appeared as if cleaning products were used in an attempt to hide evidence that never works. According to court documents, Faisal's thumb and his cell phone were missing from the home. Neither have been found, according to court documents. Detectives also couldn't find his SUV, which was possibly seen being driven by one of the suspects back in April. Faisal was last seen alive on April 1st. Prosecutors said surveillance footage shows the man entering his apartment building with Miller. Over the next couple of days, surveillance cameras captured members of the group going in and out of the apartment building where Faisal lived. Prosecutors said after using his key fob to get into the building, they walked out carrying bags holding Faisal's belongings, such as his electronics. In part, Gray was linked to the homicide because of an old complaint Faisal made to D.C. police last year. On October 1st of 2023, Faisal met up with Gray, with whom he knew as Taylor, and said she left without saying goodbye. And he said she left without saying goodbye. His phone was gone and the payment app was charged without his consent. The theft allegedly stole $1,600. Shout out to Joe K.
Economy got these heifers out of control.
Absolutely. Appreciate that, man. They allegedly stole $1,600, another $200 from Faisal through his payment apps. A third attempted charge of $325 didn't go through. Faisal reported the theft to police. Gray is accused of repeatedly scamming and stealing from potential romantic partners she met on dating apps in Prince George County, Maryland. She's also accused of repeatedly concealing her identity from law enforcement. She rented a unit at Landmark Apartments in College Park under a false name and had Faisal listed as a guarantor. Court documents allege she met up with a person from a dating app at that apartment on May 1st and along with 2 men robbed him. So she was on a robbing spree. After the victim entered her bedroom, she left the room and 2 men came inside while armed, and they ordered the victim to lay on the bed, tied his arms and feet with zip ties, prosecutors said. While threatening to shoot him if he didn't comply, they stole his wallet and forced him to open his phone using facial recognition. They also demanded he provide the PIN number to his bank account, according to court documents. Gray allegedly left the apartment with one of the men to steal money from the victim's bank account. The group ended up leaving him in a closet, still tied. He was able to break free and call for help. Meanwhile, his home in Northeast was burglarized, court documents said. One of the men allegedly involved in both incidents, who has not been charged, admitted being at the scene of the College Park robbery, but said he didn't commit the crime. Of course he'll say that. Prosecutors said that he told investigators that he had accepted payments from Gray. So is she paying these men to do this? That's even crazier. In her first appearance in the D.C. Superior Court on June 22nd, Miller was ordered held without bond. She will next appear before a judge for a January 30th preliminary hearing. Gray, who was arrested in Prince George County, is still waiting extradition back to D.C. These heifers is crazy out here, man. These heifers is crazy. They out here going on robbery sprees. And she got this 19-year-old girl with her. Would not be shocked if the heifer has children. That wouldn't shock me at all if this heifer got kids. But this is where we're at, man. This is how desperate they're getting. These women are getting so desperate for money that they're robbing these men. And, you know, it reminds me of the D.C. robbery. There was a man from South America who was in Las Vegas. He wanted to be in Las Vegas. So I guess he was spending some money. He was doing a little bit of tricking, and he got caught up. He brought these 2 women back to his hotel room, and those 2 women ended up killing him and taking stuff from him. They caught those women. The crazy thing in both situations is always a dark-skinned female and a light-skinned female. Every time. These chicks stay setting up men. That's when I did that story a year ago or so about the woman that tried to set up a dude to be robbed. I believe this happened in either North Carolina or it happened in one of these states. The dude that she tried to set up to rob, she was at his door and she was gonna, I guess, get him to open the door. Those guys would come in behind her. She ended up losing her life, and those dudes ran while her body was, was laid out from trying to set this man up to be robbed. You know, that's the type of karma that you look at. Like, is it worth it? Is it really worth it? These heifers are evil, and I hope they get life in prison, not only for taking his life, but they went back and forth to the apartment. It wasn't a situation where they were in distress, because they'll use that as a defense. They'll say, well, we were in distress. Well, you kept going back? You used his severed finger to get money from him? You robbed another man? So no, you weren't in distress. This was premeditated, and they both should spend their life in prison. These women are broke. These women are evil, and they don't care who lives they destroy, even if it's their own, you know? So I want to speak on that. It's crazy out here, man. It's absolutely crazy. These women, you know, they're broken. They're destroyed. There's no fixing them. There's no helping them. It's over. Now, shout out to everybody that said, I want to play this last clip because I saw this funny. Speaking of African women, because I told y'all about the African nerd, that nerdy African that wants to talk crazy about American black men. We're going to go to an African woman who says she's 39 and she breaks down in tears. This woman breaks down in tears because she can't find a man. Let's go.
I had those single days. I'm 39 years old. Very soon I'll enter menopause. I need a husband in my life. No matter what you are doing, I'm going to marry you. Are you a barrel pusher? Are you a beggar? Are you a conductor? Please marry me. Please, I'm going to sponsor the marriage.
You're gonna sponsor.
I'm going to give you money to pay my bride price. I'm going to sponsor the wedding with my money. Please come and marry me. I'm tired of singleness. Please. I'm 39 years old. Please come and marry me. I'm getting old. I'm getting old, please. I need a husband in my life. I need a man in my life. I'm tired of singleness. Please, I don't want to buy myself. I no longer sleep. All my mates are married with kids, but nobody wants to marry me. Nigerians, please, I'm calling everybody out. Please come and marry me. If you have a brother that needs a wife, please let me know. I don't care about what you are doing. I don't care, even if you don't have a job, I'm going to sponsor it. I need a man in my life, please. I'm 39 years old. Look at me. Please, 39 years old without a child, 39 years old without a husband, 39 years old with no relationship. I need a husband. I'm tired of singleness. I'm 39 years old. Very soon I'll enter menopause, please. I need a husband in my life. No matter what you are doing, I'm going to marry you. Are you a barrel pusher? Are you a beggar? Are you a conductor? Please marry me. Please, I'm going to sponsor the marriage.
Well, you're going to sponsor
I'm going to give you money to pay my bride.
And this is what she has become, a trick, 39 years old. You know what's funny about this? This woman probably at one point was getting, good options, but she didn't want those options. She was out here chasing men that didn't want her. See, ladies, this is your future. When you spend your prime years chasing men that don't want you, you're going to be this woman here, this 39-year-old woman who is unmarried and no man stays with her very long, if at all, who's lonely, who's desperate. This is your future if you keep playing around and chasing behind men that don't want you.
Guys, I'm going to sponsor the wedding with my money. Please come and marry me. I'm tired of singleness. Please. I'm 39 years old. Please come and marry me. I'm getting old. I'm getting old, please. I need a husband in my life. I need a man in my life. I'm tired of singleness. Please, I don't want to buy myself. I no longer sleep.
That's what you call the wall, okay? Again, I'm sure that she's came across decent men. She's 39. But she didn't want those men. Maybe they weren't tall enough. Maybe they weren't buff enough. Maybe they didn't have enough baby mamas. They didn't have a big enough street cred enough for her to want. So she played around and played around. Now she's 39 and lonely. You got to understand, men have options, ladies. Especially, these men they can go anywhere in the world and find a woman. And y'all are out here playing games that you can't afford to play. And you're going to end up lonely, begging like this. This heifer's begging. She's begging, crocodile tears and everything. Yes, she did have options. She didn't want those options. Because she too busy chasing married men and whatever unavailable man out there these women chase for years. Until they've been lonely and the loneliness just grows and they look at themselves. She's about to be 40 and she's wondering why she's still single. That's a you problem. You developed an appetite for unavailable men. And that's the problem. A lot of you women develop this appetite for unavailable men. And you just wasted years of your dating life for nothing.
All my mates are married with kids, but nobody wants to marry me. Nigerians, please, I'm calling everybody out. Please come and marry me. If you have a brother that needs a wife,
she said Nigerians.
I don't care about what you are doing. I don't care, even if you don't have a job. I'm going to.
She said Nigerian. She want her a Nigerian man. You know what I'm saying? She's looking towards you Nigerian men.
Oh, sorry. I need a man in my life, please. I'm 39 years old. Look at me. Please, 39 years old without a child. 39 years old without a husband. 39 years old with no relationship. I need a husband. I'm tired of singleness. I'm 39 years old. Very soon I'll enter menopause, please. I need a husband in my life. No matter what you are.
She willing to trick too. She willing to pay for the marriage, probably pay for the engagement ring. A lot of trick energy here. A lot of trick energy. There's a lot of trick energy. Joe K says, we don't want her, Jay. Yo, telling you, man. She don't know that. She don't know that, man. It's too late, you know?
I'm going to marry you. Are you a barrel pusher? Are you a beggar? Are you a conductor? Please marry me. Please, I'm going to sponsor the marriage. I'm going to give you money to pay my bride price. I'm going to sponsor the wedding with my money. Please come and marry me. I'm tired of singleness. Please. I'm 39 years old. Please come and marry me. I'm getting old. I'm getting old, please. I need a husband in my life. I need a man in my life. I'm tired of singleness. Please, I don't want to buy myself. I no longer sleep.
Don't sleep.
All my mates are married.
All her mates are married.
But nobody wants to marry me. Nigerians, please, I'm calling everybody out. Please come and marry me.
She said nobody wants her. All her friends are married. That's because your friends decided to marry the quality of men that came along. You didn't, because you thought you had all the time in the world. You thought you had all the time in the world, and then you realize you don't. You know. Shout out to LaMarcus Carter. Says piggyback on last segment. DC chicks are local, my G. It seemed like it. You know, I've been told about DC chicks. I've been told about them, man, and that solidifies it. You know, in a lot of ways.
If you have a brother that needs a wife, please let me know.
Piggyback on last segment. DC chicks are loco, my G.
Yeah, appreciate that, LaMarcus. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are, man.
I don't care about what you are doing. I don't care. Even if you don't have a job, I'm going to sponsor you.
She says even if you don't have a job, she's willing to sponsor you. That is every Pookie's dream. Mm-hmm. That's music to a Pookie's ears. And low-key, a lot of these women, especially in America, be doing that. They be out here low-key begging these dudes to live with them, and they'll take care of them. That's what they've become, tricks. Nobody tricks harder than the westernized woman, especially black women. Shout out to Joe K.
I'm Nigerian. She's about a decade too late, Jay.
Appreciate that, Joe K. She seemed like it, because she's calling out to Nigerian men, and I'm like, oh, they're probably not checking for you either. You looking in the wrong direction. Why don't y'all, why don't you go to those white men that, these other African women be drooling over? Why don't you see if they give you a chance?
I need a man in my life, please. I'm 39 years old. Look at me. Please, 39 years old.
She says, look at her. We looking at you.
That's a child. 39 years old without a husband. 39 years old with no relationship. I need a husband.
Well, no, you need to get your life together and look in the mirror. You need more than a husband. You need to take care of yourself. Get them, mentally. A lot of these women are so crazy and delusional mentally, man. Just like this female here. Mental issues. They got to understand that you are the problem. You probably missed so many opportunities, again, chasing after men that weren't available. Now you realize that you're really alone. Like you thought you were alone before, but you're really alone. But shout out to everybody that's here. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate y'all being here. Salute to the moderators, the channel members. Again, you can click the join button and join the channel, become part of Chat Elite. Get access to the exclusive membership tab where I put stuff there that nobody else sees except for y'all. Also, the Patreon, salute to y'all. I will be back posting exclusive content there. Also, I will be bringing back the podcast and putting it on this channel. I just didn't know where I was going to put it for a long time, but I'm going to put it here. And I'm going to have somebody there with me. I'm not going to be doing it by myself. I do too much content by myself anyway. But other than that, I appreciate y'all being here. Thank y'all for being here. Hopefully, y'all have a great weekend. All right? And hopefully, y'all enjoyed the show. All right? And make sure you like the stream if you haven't. All right? You can also continue the conversation in the comment section below. All right? All right, people. I'll see y'all next one. Y'all take care. I'm going to play one of my throwback intro instrumentals that I really like. So I'll see y'all next one. Y'all take care and have a great rest of your night. All right.